the powerful hook. Did you know? That's your silence. Is it more dangerous than your words? Before the sun rises. While the world remains draped in a heavy silence, a battle begins. This is not a conflict of steel. It is a battle of the will. Against the seductive pull of comfort. Most people spend these hours dreaming. Dreaming of a life they will never possess. But the Stoic rises. He rises to forge that life in the furnace of reality. So, stop. And listen. Because the power that screams, is a power that is quickly exhausted. True authority is constructed in the shadows. Away from the prying eyes of the crowd. Are you ready to build an empire in silence? If you are, then these next 10 minutes will redefine your reality. Because when you reduce the noise, your true power finally emerges.
Welcome to True Stoic Journal, the path to inner control.
The mind's first battle, dawn of discipline. The moment your eyes open, the weight of the day presses down on you. It happens before a single word is spoken. The weak mind waits for motivation. It lingers in the warmth of the sheets. It searches for a comfort that never truly arrives. But the Stoic understands a different truth. Comfort is a slow death. Action is life. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning, I am rising, to do the work of a human being. Ask yourself. What defines you? Is it your desire for ease, or your commitment to duty? Your bed is your enemy, if it keeps you from your purpose. To rise in the cold silence. To labor without witness. This is the first and most vital test of the day. Do not tell the world what you are going to do. Show them what you have already done. The effort expended in silence carries a frequency. A frequency that the entire universe eventually hears. While others are still debating, the Stoic has already moved. While others are arguing over the details, the Stoic is executing. Progress does not need an announcement. It hides in the mundane repetition of duty. Every day you work through fatigue. Every hour you persist when your mind begs for distraction. That is the hour where your soul is being refined. Into something unyielding. Something unbreakable. The psychology of the unseen hours behind every great transformation. Lies a period of obscurity. The hours when no one sees you. No one cheers for you. No one cares. In these hours, you are alone with your doubts. And that is exactly where you need to be. Modern culture is a disease of exposure. It demands a status update for every action. A photo for every effort. But Stoicism teaches us that exposure kills depth. When you broadcast your plans, you scatter the psychological energy required to execute them. You begin to crave the dopamine of the world's praise. You lose the raw satisfaction of the work itself. Real character is not built under a spotlight. It is forged in the darkness. Seneca warned us, quality matters far more than quantity. Your words should be few. Your actions should be heavy. Comparison is a poison that paralyses progress. Every time you look sideways to see what others are doing, you fracture your own discipline. Turn your gaze inward. The applause of the crowd is a distraction. The silence of the workshop is where truth lives. Your only true competition is the person you were yesterday. The outside world has no right to your progress. Your internal world is your real empire. Govern it with absolute discipline. Silence is not weakness, it is control. The world often mistakes silence for weakness. But in reality, silence is extreme self-governance. It is the refusal to be moved by external chaos. A man who cannot sit quietly in a room for an hour is a man who can never lead. If you cannot focus on one task, you cannot build a life of purpose. The Stoic guards his focus, like a warrior guards his shield. Every notification, every piece of gossip, Every unsolicited opinion. These are attacks on your potential. Stop reacting. Start responding. Reaction is impulsive. Response is deliberate. When you stop speaking, your thoughts begin to deepen. When you stop seeking approval, your effort becomes pure. Work in the shadows. Let them underestimate you. Let them believe you are doing nothing. Epictetus taught us, be content to be thought foolish. To be misunderstood by the masses is a badge of honor. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your transformation. You do not need to defend your path to those who haven't walked it. Your results will be the only answer they need. Silence is the forge. It is where your will becomes like tempered steel. Hard. Focused. Unstoppable. The fortress of character working in silence constructs a fortress within you. This internal architecture protects you from the poison of criticism and the intoxication of praise. When you labor alone, you build self-respect. It is a respect that is not dependent on others. It is a confidence that cannot be stolen. Because you didn't buy it with words. You earned it with sweat. You no longer need permission to be great. You know exactly what you have sacrificed. Those who seek noise while building, will fail. They build on sand, waiting for the tide of public opinion. But the one who lays his bricks in the quiet of the night builds a monument that lasts for centuries. You become like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. The waves tire themselves out. The rock remains. Every promise you keep to yourself, when no one is looking, is a pillar of strength. Do not seek recognition. Seek the transformation that recognition cannot provide. The long game, mastery and obsession. The modern world is obsessed with speed. It wants the harvest without the planting. The Stoic is obsessed with depth. He understands the law of nature. Growth is slow. Growth is quiet. Every repetition. Every grueling hour of focus. None of it is wasted. Mastery is not a sudden event. It is the name we give to ordinary actions, performed with extraordinary consistency. The world only sees the final product. They see the polished result. They never see the monotonous process. The thousands of hours of boredom. But the Stoic honors the process above all else. He finds beauty in the grind. When you learn to find fulfillment in the effort itself, exhaustion loses its power over you. Do not look for shortcuts. Shortcuts are the traps of the desperate and the weak. Your path is simple, extreme focus. Relentless labor. Absolute silence. When you enter this rhythm, the static of the world fades. You gain a terrifying clarity. You discover what you are truly capable of. You become a force of nature. The identity shift, final realization. Make a decision today. Right now. Keep your goals a secret. Keep your struggles silent. Keep your hard work invisible. Mastery is found in the boring work. Done when no one is watching. While others are sleeping, you wake. While others are talking, you work. While others are surrendering to their impulses, you endure. Results take time. But when they manifest, they are undeniable. The world will call you lucky. Because they did not see the unseen hours. They did not see you dismantle your old self. They did not see you rebuild a titan. You have shifted your identity. You are no longer a seeker of validation. You are a source of power. The loudest lives are often the emptiest. The quietest lives are the most powerful. The virtue of endurance. To work hard in silence is to commit to the long game. Musonius Rufus once said, "Toil is the price of virtue." Think about that. Nothing of value is free. The price of a strong mind is the struggle you face today. Hardship is not an obstacle. It is the training ground for your greatness. Endurance reveals your true character. To work while unseen. To persist without validation. This is the truest test of strength. Every challenge is a mirror. It shows you what remains unmastered within you. Those who toil with purpose carry a quiet conviction. Their energy is steady. Their rhythm is unbroken. They move without announcement because their focus is inward. The result is secondary. The act is everything. Each repetition builds fortitude. Each hour spent alone with your craft teaches humility. Love the process. Because the process reveals the truth. The silence of effort cleanses the mind. It sharpens your thoughts. It strengthens your patience. It aligns your intention with your action. The quality of the soul. The modern world glorifies speed. But speed often sacrifices depth. The Stoic works with deliberation. He understands that every rushed decision carries the seed of regret. To build something lasting, you must slow down. You must feel the weight of each decision. The craftsman's pace is the philosopher's rhythm. Steady. Mindful. Enduring. Quality demands sacrifice. To create excellence, you must give up distraction. You must give up comfort. You must give up the ease of indulgence. The Stoic accepts this exchange with composure. Labor is the gateway to liberation. When you control your effort, you control your destiny. Virtue is not granted through words. It is earned through repetition. It is earned through the discipline to keep moving. Even when the world is silent around you. Work done in silence becomes a meditation on order. Each action reflects the state of your inner world. A disordered mind produces chaos. A centered mind creates harmony. Maintain your equilibrium. Even in difficulty. Understand that serenity is built within motion. Calm is not stillness. It is precision under pressure. The final ascent. The worker who breathes calmly through toil becomes unshakable. There is a dignity in unseen effort. The Stoic does not beg for recognition. The act itself is reward enough. Every day spent in disciplined labor refines the self. The applause of others fades. The transformation remains. Virtue needs no witness. True growth occurs when you continue. Long after enthusiasm has faded. Guided by duty, rather than desire. Hardship simplifies your life. It removes illusion. It clarifies your purpose. It binds the mind to what is essential. In silence, you feel the presence of this purification. A quiet strengthening that words cannot capture. Aim for depth. Quantity exhausts the mind. Quality enriches it. Each act of precision brings clarity. The Stoic moves with deliberate intent. He knows that rushing invites weakness. In stillness, he finds endurance. He finds power. He finds himself. The authority conclusion on this channel: we do not just discuss philosophy. We rebuild the mind. If you are committed to this journey of silent mastery, leave a single word in the comments: unstoppable. This is your contract with yourself. A declaration that from this moment forward, your work will speak louder than your words. Your silence will be your strength. Subscribe to join the 1%. Who chooses depth over exposure? And power over noise. Stay bold. Stay silent. Stay stoic.